Hi, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Living World of Darkness. Today's episode opens in a chantry where looking into a room that open, normally this quiet, and normally it's locked, and there's either the sound of music coming from it or that he doesn't necessarily understand. So he'll walk in, as we all know from the post on the page. It's empty. The butterflies are gone. There's a couple of clothes. Money on the table. There's a very deep sigh. Ava! Essentially storms out of the room. One red-haired student, fucked up.
As James goes looking for Ava, she's not in her bedroom, as normally the door is kind of ajar, so he can just peek in and it's as usually deserted. The place where she usually is the portal room. When he comes there, the door is definitely closed.
Door.
The door is locked.
On the door. Ava!
Why do you keep calling me that? Go away.
Open the door.
No. If you come in, I have a gun.
Open Ava.
It's not my name.
Nausica is gone. We need to find her.
I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, you are delusional. Have you been drinking again? Leave me be.
No. I'm not delusional. I've been in Nausica's room. It's empty. There's a note with rent owed.
Why have you been in my room?
Been in your room. Nausicaa's room. You are not Nausicaa. Your name is Ava.
It's not. You know that. Go and bother someone else. I'm busy.
Okay, Nausicaa.
Why?
For color.
You're breaking up. What did you say?
Color.
Blue.
Your parents' names.
Give me a moment. Look up my background. Josefina and Emil.
Are there currently computers around you?
No, I'm in the portal room.
You're in the
What?
portal room. Why are you in the portal room?
I I don't know. Wait. James, what's happening?
You fucked up. Door.
Shit. And you can hear like after a few seconds, you can hear like some things being moved to the side, and then the door opens. And yeah, there's Ava. She looks like she hasn't had much sleep at all.
There is a quick movement from James where his finger comes up and a swift flick right in the Ava's eyes.
Ow! Ow! Why? Fuck. Mm. Why would you do that? Okay,
Because
what's going on? Shit.
Nausica is missing.
What?
She ran away from us.
We were in the common area, and what happened? How did I end up here?
Well, you decided to hypnotize Nausica.
I decided to what?
It hypnotized Nausica, and you sort of kind of
Yes,
did.
I know, and it went bad.
Well, real bad.
Yeah, I
It
know,
went.
and look, I tried to get her out of it, but what?
Well, I mean, a very public person, and you kind of broadcast bad in the room.
Didn't that wasn't me?
Yes, it was.
No.
Look. Okay, I want you to look. I want you to pull out your driver's license or your state ID, rather, your student ID.
Okay.
What does it say?
My name and everything. Like, what does that matter?
What name is it? Say the
Ava, of
name.
course.
Say it.
Ava Lindgren,
Ava.
of course. Yes. So? What?
Because Nausica, she is missing. Her room is emptied. Her hard drives are gone. Her butterflies are gone.
Oh, fuck.
There's a note on her table with money that says rent owed.
Crap. I
So come
screwed
on.
up badly. Yes.
And you did.
I
But the
didn't do it
first
on
step
purpose.
into admitting you have a problem, the first step into solving a problem is admitting you have one.
I don't have a problem. I just
Have a
it went bad.
problem. Nausicaa is missing.
I mean, yes, of course that's a problem. Okay. Um we gotta find her.
Yes, we do. Have any ideas how to trace somebody in New York City? We can
Um
find her. We can probably go to her and convince her to come back. Would be nice.
okay. Like I know how to find things.
Okay. Now we just got to move that up just a little bit.
Okay. So how I've done correspondence before was when, like, I close my eyes, I meditate, and I just see it there. Like, the rest kind of falls away.
Okay.
Okay, I think, yeah. So, okay, just let me just grab a quick cup of coffee to clear my head.
Okay.
And I need to change. She kind of looks down at what she's wearing. This is not something I would wear.
Hurry up.
Yeah. So I was gonna literally sprint to her room, change into her more regular outfit, and runs into the kitchen, grabs a cup of coffee, and is probably gonna look around for James again because like she's walking back to the portal room to see if James is still waiting there or.
No, James is following her.
Oh, okay. Cool. So in that case, yeah. Okay. I may have an idea. I'm just not sure if if I can do it alone. Do you know how to find things or persons?
Huh?
Have you done it before?
No.
Oh.
Some command of the correspondence sphere. Very small, not nearly as much as you or. Oh. We help out. Hold your hand a little bit. Whereas the effect and what we're doing, that's probably going to be largely up to you.
Okay.
We can't fuck up this time.
I know. Okay. I know I fucked up. Oh,
Good.
badly. Oh man.
Probably going to be embarrassing for all three of us.
Yeah. Well, let's do this. So.
What do you need?
Um.
What are you planning to do?
Okay, so I think if I get into like a higher plane of consciousness, is that something that would make sense if I explain it like that?
Yeah,
Like,
I get it.
okay, I think I could potentially.
We have, we have the
Hmm?
Yogi Caleb down the hall. We have what to call Juliet.
Yeah.
Get it. It's something I can understand.
Okay. So.
Higher state of consciousness.
Yeah. Then I could probably get like dreams. Oh, it's really difficult to explain. Like when you dream, you reach that state of consciousness. Only a lot of people don't understand that they're actually there. So what it's about understanding that you're dreaming, interpreting those dreams, and like getting into that. So from there on, if I
So
can
it's
focus
like
that.
it's like learning a new piece of music you've never seen before.
Sort of. Mm, yeah, I think it's like a world above our world, but it's also part of our world.
Mm.
Um, if I can focus on Nausicaa at that point, I think I can see. Um, I think I can see where she is because I basically can be where she is. Is that a lawnmower behind you?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, no, it's cool. I was
It's
just like,
leaving
wait,
now.
what?
Yeah, sorry.
We just need
My
to.
my because the battery shot, so
Mm,
the window.
that's fair. So
Yep.
we just need like a starting place. Where we are, then where she is, and then I can basically.
Well, let's get a map of New York City then,
Okay.
and
Um.
James will go into his room and he'll pull out a basically one of those tourists maps of
Okay. Um. And I think I'll need a piece of paper, which I have, and a pen, which I also have. And um, yeah, if you could help some way, like what is important is that we need to get there. I need to get into like not being Nausicaa, but I need to get the impression of Nausicaa. Like, if we have one of her energy drinks, like the food that she likes, things like that. Maybe have like a piece of clothing or a computer,
oh
or
yeah, hold on, and
probably
he'll
do
go
it in her room, actually in her
he'll
bedroom,
go
if
in
it's open.
he'll go into her room and he'll grab uh, Nausica doesn't own any scarves, does she, Robbie?
Um, no, she doesn't. But there are just kind of like various, very bland, very kind of yeah, very kind of asexual, bland clothes that she has left. She's taken some, but clearly not been able to.
Headphones? Are there
No, there won't be
headphones?
any. There won't be any headphones.
Um,
There are just like kind of like the general kind of components of a computer there. But
yeah.
there's all sorts of
Um,
personal possessions in there you can take.
oh, okay. Right then. It's
I will walk into the bedroom as well. This might actually be the best place. It's where she's been most, so it would have a strong sense of her here. Oh,
So, yeah, one thing Ava noticed when she walks in is there is like a prospectus for a linguistics course at Columbia University. It's not like a full student program; it's more just like a kind of like paid for course.
she looks it through. It's kind of confused about that because she's not sure if that's something that Nausicaa would be into.
She's pretty sure it's definitely not something else.
No. So she's like, I don't understand what this is doing here. She doesn't make any connection with herself yet at that point, though. I'm like, no.
Mhm.
But she's just gonna like sit on the bed, cross her legs. We'll put on a shirt, and put her own jacket over it. Probably like I can imagine her like the monster energy drinks that she's drinking. That there might have been one in the kitchen, so she would have grabbed that.
There's actually like a bin full of empty ones as well in her room.
Oh, she doesn't want an empty one. She wants a full one.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
And James will come into her room with his computer and
Rob, you cut out after the N. And you're muted now.
Yeah, you're cutting out quite a lot. I don't know if you would lower your bandwidth.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to get a reload.
So I really wish you were using resonance already.
Sorry.
You will be.
Probably. Actually, as she's waiting for James to get back, I was just gonna take her phone and she's going to actually dial Nausica's number. She doesn't expect actually Nausica to pick it up, but she's gonna wait for it.
Yeah, it rings for a few dials, and then is like not just like ring, like kind of just stops on its own, like actively is like basically hung up on.
So is there like the voicemail?
No, she doesn't have voicemail.
Let's change that. She stares at the phone. Like she's feeling pretty bad, so yeah, she's gonna send a text anyway. It says, Nausicaa, I'm so sorry. I did this. It was not meant to happen.
Yeah, there's no reply.
No, but it just bought time until hey, look, there's James again.
room with his laptop and sort of pull up
You're cutting
the
out
same sounding music.
You're cutting out quite a lot, Rob. I don't know if you want to lower your bandwidth on Hangouts. Like, I think we're getting about half of what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he'll his room, bring his laptop, pull up YouTube and kind of music we've heard coming out of last and a half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she mainly listens to like like house techno and like yeah, basically like dance music that you probably never heard.
House techno, industrial EDM, basically, right?
Yep, just any weird shit. All like non-lyrical stuff.
Mm-hmm. Daft Punk has lyrics.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like Dead Mouse and stuff like that, right?
Like yeah, just yeah. She literally listens to music to like have something on in the background while she works. Like she's yeah,
All right.
just usually is yeah.
He'll spread out the map of New York City on the floor. How are we going to do this? Or are you going to do this?
In order to get in that state, I think I need to not hear lawnmower mower. Yeah, as many things of Nausica as possible to find her. I need to get into that dreamlike state. Then I hope to, basically see where she is, get images of her, and maybe if you could help with she'll have a little bit of experience in it. So you could maybe help out by basically finding us, and then we can connect the two dots together and find where she is, on the map. I think that might be working. As Ava is taking, she's opening like the can of Monster Energy drink, and she's gonna basically gulp it down real fast, which is quite shitty thing to do because it's a really big can. So,
And he'll unfold the map on the bedroom floor. So what do you want me to do?
well, like I said, can you kind of keep track of our location? So we can basically, in the end, connect the two dots together?
Yeah. Totally.
Cool. Then that is what I would like you to do.
So
Okay.
I'll wait.
So let's get started. As Ava's gonna move. Yeah, Ava's gonna move to sit in front of the map, leaning against the bed.
Okay.
And she takes she takes the final sip of the the kind of monster energy drink, and places it beside her, and is gonna start meditating.
Okay. So I assume you're going for the practice roll, right?
I'm going for the practice roll. So it's meditation. Difficulty is 7. And I see if it works. Wow! That's 4 successes on her meditation roll.
Cool. So the difficulty is 4.
Difficulty is 4. Is that for me as well, or only for her because she's
So
doing the practice?
I think it's like there's only one ritual roll, if you know what I mean. But like, yeah, it's for both of you basically because you just combine your things. So yeah, the difficulty can only be a maximum of -3 there.
Okay.
Yep. So it's difficulty 4.
Yeah.
All right.
I got 2 successes.
GB.
And 1.
1 success.
Okay. So that is 3 successes total.
So you don't need to take a stamina test yet, but yeah, you roll. Just re-roll the practice and then roll again.
Roll the practice again. And this was like an hour, right? You said.
And what's your stamina?
Oh, my stamina is 2.
Okay, so after this, you'll start having to take stamina tests.
Yeah.
But
I have another 2 successes.
It's 5 then.
So now it's the 5 for the second roll.
Okay.
Yes, we are here.
For, you know.
I mean, did you roll?
Take away any ones that I roll.
You have 1 success again. So we have 6 successes total.
Nice, yeah. So you got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, after a couple of hours of Ava trying to do this, her like meditation just like begins to center itself, and you get you can feel the magic kind of building, and yeah, she basically will kind of get all of a sudden a kind of a flash to the first flash you'll see is of a skyscraper, and outside you can see the it has like the name of the skyscraper. It's called Madison 1, which is quite famous, like apartment block. And
yeah, Ava will actually start writing that down. So James can literally see what she's writing, what she's seeing.
Oh, now she's like blind writing.
Yeah.
Cool. And yeah, then you get a flash up to an extraordinarily good-looking apartment. Actually, picture of it. So like, it's fully furnished. It doesn't look in any way like Nausica style or anything. It looks fully furnished, and you can see on the sofa in the middle there will basically be a little Nausica kind of curled up under a blanket crying. And you can see like various bags that have basically been deposited and like not taken, not emptied. And you can see from the skyline outside that this is clearly in like downtown Manhattan.
Fire.
And yeah.
So she's writing down, describing what she sees. And we'll finally, because yeah, she'll hand the paper, like still having her eyes closed. She will hand the paper to James, just like, or stretch it out forward so that James can take it, and hopefully, because he is a New Yorker, she's not. So she would not know the name of this building, but he probably would.
I do. Yeah, Madison. Yep. At least she has good taste.
Actually, on the paper there is like the name of the skyscraper, but there's also like literally it's some sort of a story it has become. about the skyscraper, the weather, and then inside you can see this nicely furnished apartment. The inhabitant looks like she just moved in as her bags are still unpacked. She looks very sad as she is curled up on the sofa crying. Like it's she wrote it as in some sort of a story, like how you would start a story.
That's awesome. Once upon a time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mage, New York fuck ups.
And Abba will get out of the meditation, will open her eyes. Although she does seem to see more than just the chantry. So she looks kind of wide-eyed, seems to be looking around at something James cannot see. But she does answer him. Says, "It is, yes, and it's not just my fuck up. Although it's mostly my fuck up."
It's kind of everybody's.
Do you know how to get there? I can still see her though. It's weird. Do you know how to get there?
Oh, I can get there.
Okay.
First, I think we're get as much lemon chicken, dumplings, lo mein as we can carry feasibly.
Okay.
How's that sound for you?
Yes.
Okay. And he'll lead Ava to do just that. Downstairs chicken, yeah, from the downstairs Chinese. He will proceed to buy as much.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just saying that as you're going down, Abba seems to be bumping into things.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna lead you by the shoulders, and we're gonna not bump into things, and we're gonna make sure that it doesn't look like I've drugged you.
Okay.
Lick.
Yeah. Maybe sunglasses.
Sunglasses are great.
Okay.
Go grab sunglasses.
Yep, and she'll put them on. Will at least like get the wide-eyed, weird look in her eyes away from like the rest of the world.
He'll lead her downstairs and lead her into the Chinese place, sit her down on a table, and order as much lemon chicken, lo mein, dumplings, various stuff he's seen Nausica eat over the past few months. Specifically telling Lee that it is for Nausica.
So about 12,000 calories of food.
Yeah, 12,000 calories of food. And yeah, and they'll go out, and I think going out needs stealth rolls from both of us.
Oh boy.
Not have stealth, so I will be rolling.
Actually, I should roll mine for today.
Is it dexterity stealth that we're rolling?
Wit stealth, but you can add any dots in arcane or alternate identity or anything else that you think might be appropriate.
It's stealth.
Right. I don't have my alternate identity dots approved yet, so I will just be rolling 3 wits.
I'll be rolling at a higher diff, but I'm good.
Ooh, I fail.
So just blue book of failure and
Yeah.
tag the STs so they can see the roll.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in all honesty, we are really there together, so oh well. I mean, I think it's safest if they take like a cab.
Yep. They're tagged. And yeah, a cab or an Uber rather.
Cool.
And that led up to Madison 1.
So yeah, you pull up to this semi-famous building. Lots of celebrities and famous CEOs, Rupert Murdoch, for example, had had apartments here over the years. And yeah, you guys don't mind if I just like role play the security?
No, by all means.
I don't mind.
So yeah, they pull up and they get out and they can walk into the lobby. And there's like a doorman that kind of lets you in.
Yeah, Ava seems to be a little less stumbly as her image is starting to slowly realign. Now that they're getting into the place where she actually, what the place that she actually is seeing.
Yeah. And he'll whisper to Ava, do you remember how far up it is?
How close would I have gotten to getting the exact like level there, Robbie?
It looked like she was kind of like if you had to guess, it would be about like halfway up the building.
Mm-hmm. It's about halfway, but I'm not entirely sure. Could you say that we are friends of new inhabitants? Her, as she leans in even closer. Her name, Anna. Anna. Komnene? Komnene?
Yep. Komnina.
Like,
Komnina.
yeah. I know that's a name she uses.
And James will straighten his suits. Go up to I assume there's a reception desk.
Yeah. Yep, and there's like kind of a security guard and a kind of a reception lady behind her. And she says, "Can I help you?"
We're here to see. God, I am so bad with names.
Anna.
Ava gave him the name.
Yeah.
I can't remember how to say it.
Anna Komnina.
Anna Komnina.
She moved in here yesterday.
Ah, yes. She'll tic-tac away on the computer. Yeah. I'll call up for her. Who shall I say is calling for her?
Chinese delivery.
She'll smile and kind of look at you two. Could I have a name of the restaurant? She says, kind of sarcastically.
It's a running gag. She'll know. Ava will say it's kind of a running joke between us. She'll know who we are.
Okay. She smiles and picks up the telephone. Waits for a bit. Miss Comnina? Yeah, there are some people down here for you. Yeah. Yeah. They say there's Chinese delivery? Okay. Yep, that's fine. I'll tell them. She says she's busy and she can't talk right now. I'm sorry.
Is it okay if we go up and just leave it by our door then?
I'm afraid not, sir. If you like, I could take it up for her. Or one of our security guards could.
I have a personal note. I just want to slip it in under a door.
I'm sorry, sir. We can't let you into the residential area unless you've one of the residents allows it.
She says she knows us. She's just busy.
All the same, sir. I am sorry.
Okay. Ava will ask James, or will just kind of whisper to James to keep her talking, like keep the receptionist talking, and she's going to break off the effect of the ritual, which I think you can just do.
Yeah.
And she's going to go over to the sitting area. She says, I need to sit down for a moment. Sorry. And is going to grab her diary, her dream diary. And she's going to do a mind effect, making the receptionist more amiable towards them, like influencing her surface thoughts.
Sure, one sec.
I think that works. Accepting is very simple.
Empathic bond, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bond.
So basically what Ava is going to do is she's going to write a little story about how two very good friends of someone want to, talk to her. She's obviously in a bad place and she just really needs help. And luckily they have a very kind receptionist who understands how hard life is sometimes and who can empathize with this so much that it's almost as if she herself can feel the worry of these friends who are just looking out for one of their favorite persons in this world.
Cool. Yeah. I think that sounds about right.
And there's a 7 there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the difficulty was 5. So do you show her the story, or I guess you like wrote her into it, didn't you?
Yeah, she wrote her into the story.
Cool. Yeah. What do you do next?
And she'll walk back, like basically James. She asked James to kind of keep the receptionist talking for a bit, and then she'll go back to the receptionist, and yeah, she is just gonna ask again, please. It is kind of important that we see our friend. She feels bad.
Cool.
I promise. I mean, 10. If she doesn't call back in 15 minutes saying that we can come in, we'll be downstairs.
If you do you think rolling like what would it be? Guess it'd be like charisma expression. Do you think?
I do not have expression, but I do have charisma.
I have
Charming.
charisma, empathy.
I think empathy could work actually, as you're trying to
Okay, then
make
I have
her empathize
empathy.
with you.
Yeah.
So
we'll both roll
charisma and empathy.
So, do you want to say
charming? I think charming would count in this, don't you?
Yeah. Do you want to say difficulty 6 because although it's like you have an effect, so I think that lowers the difficulty. Like getting her to just like straight up disobey like. The
yeah.
rule.
No. Totally. I have 2 successes on a diff 6.
See,
Nice.
I have 3 successes.
So yeah, she hears you, and yeah, you can clearly see that what you're saying is like touched her a little bit, and yeah, she'll kind of look around and look at the security. Look, you guys look like nice people, so just don't say anything, okay? If she gets angry about this, just say that
we slipped past you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope your friend's okay.
I hope so too. Thank you.
And yeah, she'll beep you through.
What number? What floor?
Oh, the lift valet will take you up. The lift valet. So there's like a guy in the lift.
Oh, okay. So they'll go in the lift and they'll give Nausica's alternative identity name. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll actually has like a little like headpiece that he'll spoke to the receptionist with, and he'll come in, he'll smile at you, and he'll click the button, and it's floor 17.
Mm-hmm. I'll go out, I guess, and walk towards the door.
Sure, yeah.
Yep, Ava will follow James. She is more hesitant the closer they get.
So yeah.
So, are you gonna knock on the door, or do I? She looks at James.
I think bursting it open would be a bad idea, don't you?
I was just gonna suggest knocking.
Yeah, and he'll knock.
You can hear you can hear some movement from inside. And you can see kind of light under the door shift slightly. And there's actually like a little peek hole thing.
Yeah, I was just typing out.
He's holding
up. Stand away from the peek hole thing, and then like the door in general.
He's holding up Chinese in front of the peek hole, and it's the golden dragon logo.
You just hear from inside, "Go away, you shouldn't be here. You're not welcome."
No, I know. We shouldn't be here, but we need to talk.
There's nothing to talk about. You made your feelings perfectly clear.
Our feelings perfectly clear? What do you mean?
We don't have to talk about anything.
You kind of didn't give us the opportunity to share any feelings.
I don't want to give you the opportunity. You made it perfectly clear what your intentions have been, and I understand now.
You ran into your room and then you ran away.
I do not wish to have this conversation through a door. Please leave.
Then open the door, please.
No, then you leave. You're on private property. You're trespassing. I didn't give you permission to come up.
I understand, but
I'll call security if you don't leave.
Nausica? Please, can we talk? It's my fault. I messed up. I messed up terribly, and I tried to stop
not
it,
laughing.
and it only made it worse. Please. It's...
Everyone's had embarrassing stories. Everyone's been embarrassed. It's okay. But that isn't a reason to run away from us.
I'll do whatever you want. Just let us come in and talk to you, please.
Everyone does have embarrassing stories, but most people don't have them ripped out of their head for the entertainment of others.
I didn't do that. That happened. I don't know why that happened.
You did.
Please.
Don't lie to me. You've been lying to me from the beginning, trying to be
I
my
have
friend.
not been lying to you.
You have.
We are your friends.
You know, stuff happens like in a museum and people started laughing and I don't know why. And this happened and I don't know why. I don't know why this happened. Nausica, you have to believe me. Please.
I don't have to do anything.
I didn't
It
lie
was a
to
mistake
you.
for me to come to there.
No, it was my
Better on my
mistake and I don't know what happened and I'm trying to fix it and I want to fix it and I'll do whatever it takes to fix it. Please. Please just talk to us. Please, Nausica.
We made a special chicken.
From Lee?
Yes.
I don't care. You can't win me over with food. You were rude to me.
Okay.
You called me a freak, and then you lulled me into your friendship, and then you humiliated me.
And we never called you a freak.
I never called you a freak.
No. You know we didn't.
Maybe not to my face, but I'm sure you have.
I have not.
Julie thinks I'm Rain Man. The others ask me why I am the way I am.
Look, read my mind, okay? Or whatever. I have not done anything on purpose to hurt you. Now I realize I have hurt you with what happened.
Are there other people on this floor?
I think, yeah, I imagine there's other rooms, but there's nobody
cool.
There's nobody on, like.
Okay, all right. So we humiliated you, and we did. No, I'm sorry. So here's a little bit quid pro quo. And he's raising his voice, so nearly everybody on the floor could probably hear it. You know, my brothers paid for my first time.
Ava looks terribly confused if she does not understand what he's talking about.
Yep, they did. They paid for their little brother to lose his virginity. You know what the funny thing was? I didn't know it at the time. For days, they let me brag while we were on vacation, a family vacation, with our grandmother, our grandfather, aunts, uncles, cousins. We were all there, and they let me brag. Until finally, in front of my grandmother and in front of my mother and in front of my father, they paid the woman. Yeah.
Nausica's going to roll entropy to try and discern whether what you're saying is true. I have a single success, so I think I vaguely sounds like it is plausible.
It's true as the fact that his eyes are blue. Very true.
Even if that's true, it doesn't make up for it. You violated my trust. You lulled me into friendship. I was reluctant to do the hypnosis in the first place. And then you laughed at me, and then you did a horrible impression of me crying. I don't know why I will believe you that you're coming here now. You're only here because you want my help.
What impression?
No. Yeah. Yeah.
You pretended to be me. You were crying while the other two were laughing.
What?
I wasn't laughing. We were laughing up until the point where your memories started being. We were laughing up until the point.
So you only
I wasn't laughing. I was trying to get you out of that. It went wrong, and I will admit that. I will not admit laughing at you because I didn't do that. I did not. I tried to stop what has happening.
We can better explain what happened if we were inside in private.
I would never do an impression of anyone.
Nausica opens the door a little bit. I'm only letting you in so other people can't hear it. If I say leave, you have to leave. You have to promise that.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah. I'll promise.
And she'll open the door and let you into the apartment.
To eat something first.
Nausica just ignores
that. There is sans boxes of food around. What?
Yeah, Nausica just ignores that.
What?
James trying to make her promise to do something.
It's not making her promise to do something, but if James notices that there isn't like empty food boxes everywhere, he's going to pull one out. He's going to basically hand it to her. Eat.
Well, food. You're inside. You can explain. I know what food is, James. Thank you. I don't need your help, especially not to feed myself. While you're inside, say what you have to say. The apartment is, by the way, swish as fuck. Like, the apartment is swish as fuck. Like, just looks amazing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Ava will definitely blink as she walks in, because even if she has seen it, like, through her correspondence, this is, like, the real deal, and she's not used to these, like, lavish living areas. So, yeah, she actually lifts, like, the sunglasses from her head and just blinks a couple of times as she's looking through this place. Whoa.
For the record, it looks very unlived in and very impersonal.
Sterile. It's furnished, but it's sterile.
Yeah.
It's very beautiful, though, like one of those magazines.
Continue what you have to say. Nausica actually looks kind of disheveled, and she's actually in her pajamas, which you've never seen her in before. And she kind of has her arms folded,
Look.
like very negative body language.
Look.
Okay. So.
Yeah, we thought it was funny. You were getting.
It wasn't funny.
At the beginning,
Okay.
it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny when I was getting hypnotized. Water was my favorite wine. Wasn't it?
Being tricked into thinking what your favorite wine is not the same.
Right. But
Okay. Look,
it was funny.
the idea was, honestly, the idea was to have you eat the banana, and then I would talk you back out. Same thing as what happened to James. I would talk you out of the hypnosis, and that will be it. Okay? Now, I seriously don't know what went wrong, but something went wrong, and I couldn't talk you back out of it again. I tried, and it didn't work. I tried again, and it didn't work. And you were just sitting
I'm
there.
new at this magic stuff.
This wasn't even magic, but I was still new at it. And I mean, you gave me permission to do this, so that doesn't matter. Like, I tried to talk you out of it and tried to get you out of it, and it failed. And you were just sitting there, and you were just like, it was like, normally when you hypnotize someone, they only listen to the one person, like, right? Like, if you would have given James a command, it wouldn't have worked because it was me who did the hypnotizing thing. Now, for some reason, and I don't know what happened, I will study this, if like, but for some reason, you also listened to James and then to Julie, and I tried to stop them, and I tried to get you back, and then I decided, like, okay, I can't get you out of it through normal ways. So I was just kind of thinking, like, okay, maybe I can try it with, like, mind magic, like getting your mind, like giving your mind a jolt, so that it would push itself back out, or helping it or pushing it or something. And that went wrong.
That went
And
super wrong.
I got hit back in, like, all I remember from that point on was, like, I got a smack in the face, or that was what it felt like. It wasn't something. And then suddenly there were your memories floating, and after that I was in the portal
It
room.
wasn't funny for anyone. Thought she was you.
That must have been awful for you.
Well, I don't want to be anyone else but myself, and I'm so sorry it happened, but I didn't. It wasn't something I deliberately did. I would never make you feel bad like that. I would never make anyone feel bad like that.
Why should I
Wasn't
believe you?
funny.
I don't know why you should believe me, Nausicaa. I don't have anything else to say but this. This is what happened. This is what my recollection of these events is. Like, read my mind, or, like,
I can't.
look fucking back in time. See for yourself what fucking happened. I don't know. I have no answers to this. I have no way of making you believe me other than just giving you my side of the story and telling you how very sorry I am for what has happened.
Oh, crap.
Nausicaa just sits there and looks at them both. You know anything happened? I think you all saw the weird girl that's not good at talking to people, that doesn't like company, that spends all her time in her room. And I thought you'd made fun of her. That you pretend to be her friend so you could lull her into a false sense of security and then embarrass her.
Why would I do that?
Because you
Why
think
would
it's
any
funny.
of us do that?
Because that's what people always do.
I don't think it's funny. I think that's horrible. And it's horrible that you think that I would even do that, or that James would do that, or anyone.
Why not? It's what everyone
Like,
does.
we're all here together. We're all here because
We were all we were all in the same clinic. We were tortured together. Why would we torture each other more?
Same reason everybody does.
we're not
That's
everybody.
not fun. That serves no purpose.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. You should know how hard it is for me to say this. You're kind of our leader, Nausica. I mean, nobody started
gives him
getting
a look
on
like he's just like grown horns or something.
Yeah, Ava kind of looks confused as well, but that's more like she never thought about it that in that way, and I was just like, is she? Huh?
There's no need to not mock me further. You made your point before.
We're not mocking you, Nausica, please.
I mean, you've kind of organized us in getting a rock. You've organized us in starting. You started that company. You want us to help you out. You organized that. Alternate identification until you started. Make good points about it. He just shrugs, holds up his hands. You kind of pointed us directions we could go.
Look,
How'd you get on yesterday?
I don't care about this. I'm not sure if we have like a leader or anything, like whatever. But you're my friend, Nausica. And
Why?
why?
How am I your friend?
We help each other out.
So do colleagues.
It's different.
Yeah, it is
Colleagues
different.
are not worried about someone who drinks too much and ends up in a hotel because she's just drunk. You've gone out of your way to help me, and I'm trying to help you. I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, but that's what friends do. Like, they try to help each other out. And I know you've done that for me. And I know you would have done it again. And you know that I fuck up. And I do stuff without intending it. Like I said, just as in the museum. And I promise you that your memories, I will accept that is my responsibility, but it's not something that I did deliberately, or that I did on purpose, or that I did to hurt you, because I would never want to hurt you, ever. As far as I'm concerned, you are my friend, and you're a person that I hurt right now, and I feel really, really bad about that. If I could reverse it, I would do that. And if that is what you want me to do, then I will try and look into it, and I will try to see if I can get like those memories away from the people who got that again. If there's anything you want me to do to make up for this, I promise you I will do this. But please come back. 'Cause I miss you being around. And I don't care about what you do or what you say or how good you are with magic or whether you organize us or not. I just miss you. I miss the fact that we go out for walks together. I miss the fact that I have to, like, clean up the living room each morning and throw out your energy drinks and, like, the empty food boxes. But I also miss your advices and your conversations, even if they're sometimes awkward as fuck.
Even if that's true, you're going to have to keep missing them. It's better that I don't come back anyway.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
Do you have wards in this place? Can it keep you safe?
I won't be here for long. I'm going to go find a master to follow, join one of the traditions.
And why don't we just continue to do that together?
Because I've always worked on my best on my own, and I don't see why I should change that now. Not that I even believe you anyway.
Why not? What can we do, Nausica? We're here. I've embarrassed myself in front of a flat of people.
I don't care about those people. I don't care that you have no dignity. I don't see that why having no dignity makes you believable or honest.
Man, no dignity. That's not the point I was trying to make.
No matter what we say, you won't believe us. I can't tell you anything besides the truth. If you want me to lie about this, it will only make things worse, because then I'll have to admit that you're right, and it's not.
It doesn't matter anyway.
It does matter. I want you back. We all want you back.
Yeah.
And I know...
I mean...
What?
You can tell when people are lying, can't you?
She kind of begrudgingly shrugs. I can sense weaknesses in people's arguments, but it's not totally infallible.
And have I been lying? Has Ava been lying? It was a fuck up.
Nope.
Fuck ups are a part of life. You know?
Besides Ava, even if it is a fuck up, you're the one that's been saying I'm your friend. That doesn't mean I think you're my friend. And sure, maybe I had begun to enjoy your company as well as other people in the Chantry. But that was me being wrong. I have more important things to worry about, and more important things to concentrate on. And it's better that I don't come back.
Concentrating on the same thing. I mean, it's pretty obvious that the library won't give us the information that we need until we open the portal room.
It's not my concern anymore. If I'm not coming back, that was it.
Okay, then who are you going to find? How are you going to find?
I don't know. I will ask Samir, and I'm sure he can point me in the right direction for a price.
He kind of already has a price. He's already stated a price for the information.
As Ava starts crying, you can see Nausica. Yeah, she obviously looks kind of upset as well, but you can tell she's kind of like holding it back. It's more like cracks in her kind of like a professional manner. and kind of cold manner has started to show.
I mean, yeah, Ava's not like obviously crying. It's more like, yeah, there's definitely tears coming, especially when Nausicaa mentions that she doesn't consider Ava to be her friend.
I think Ava could probably tell that Nausicaa's saying this to be hurtful more than it necessarily being truth, if you know what I mean.
I mean, it works.
No, of course, yeah.
You got what you wanted. You heard her.
I don't understand why you would want me around. And I don't understand why.
Because you're a part of us.
Because I'm useful to you, maybe?
No.
Sure.
You went through the same thing we did.
And what did I
I'd
do?
still be here even if...
You guys fought. I run around with a blanket over my head.
Okay. And? I shot 3 people. In different ways. Yours is less homicidal.
That's still not a reason for me to come back.
I just want you to be, never mind. If this is what makes you happy, then fine.
It's not about being happy, Ava. I don't have time to be happy.
Fine. It's all like I want you to be happy. I want you to be safe.
Why?
Because I care for you, okay? That's why. I've already told you that.
Why would you, though? You saw that I got laughed at. I never had any friends at school. I've never had a boyfriend. I've never had...
I mean...
Well, you saw that was made apparent to all of you. I'm a social outcast.
We all are, in our own way. I think I had a ton of friends when I was growing up.
I'm sure you did. You're friendly. You're pretty. You understand things. People like you.
And I fuck up constantly. And I don't understand a lot of jokes that people are making. And strange things happen all the time. I'm a dreamer. I used to, I was homeschooled and I came into high school and people already had friends. I don't... Look, I'm not gonna say that I went through the same things you went through because it's not true and I did not. But...
You misunderstand. I'm glad I went through those things. It made me realize that I'm better on my own and that I don't need friends.
But you're not. Well, I mean... Look...
Because in the end, all your friends do is try and hurt you, and upset you, and harm you, and distract you.
Didn't try to hurt you. How many times... I can't... I would tell you 1,000 times if it would make you actually believe me. I did not try to hurt you. I would never try to hurt you.
Why not, though? I'm horrible to you sometimes. I was horrible to you about what happened at the museum. I was horrible about you when you stayed out.
So, but that was... You had a reason, and I mean... Like I said, I fuck up all the time. That's just me. How about a fuck up? How about a loser? It's like I can't get anything in the end straight. I can't get anything worked out.
How did you find me here?
I used
Hey.
magic.
You didn't fuck that up. You have any idea how much time and effort I put into writing that ritual program? You're not a fuck up, so saying it isn't going to make me feel sympathetic to you.
I'm not trying to do that. I just want you to believe me. I came here not to get you back because of your powers or because of your money or because of, I don't know, because of what. I came back here because I wanted to apologize to a friend because I hurt you and I didn't intend to do so. And I can't promise you it won't ever happen again, but I will definitely try.
Nausica this whole time has been using entropy, touch of truth, and she can't find any flaws in the argument as much as she really wants to. So what do you want to happen? You want me to come back?
Yes. Yes, I would like that. But honestly, I want you to come back when you feel like when you want to. If I don't want to push you against your will, I want you to come back, but I want you to be there because you want to be there. Because you want to be with us. We want to be part of our group. So as far as I'm concerned, you are. And you will always be. But I'm not going to push you. Like, I pushed downstairs, I pushed the receptionist into allowing us up. That does not feel right. That is not something that I like to do. I would not push you into anything you don't want to do. It's your choice. But yes, I would really like you back. Because I miss you.
Nausica's like not making eye contact. Clearly, this is like very difficult and very emotional for her. And she'll just kind of ignore Ava and go over and take out some of the food and begin like eating it.
She's not looking at Nausica either. She's just kind of staring at her knees, sniffing from time to time as she's trying to stop like the water floods. But yeah, she's been tired. She's had a very rough night being Nausicaa, feeling shitty for like everything that has happened, and then becoming herself again and feeling worse for everything that has happened because also feeling guilty as fuck. So yeah, she's just kind of exhausted and just
I don't
staring at her
understand why you
knees.
feel my company. Nobody else ever has.
Well, I'm not everyone else. And you're not everyone else. I like the fact that you're honest, that you're not afraid to give your opinion. Those are things I admire. I mean, I'm sometimes afraid to do that. I want to stop people from like getting hurt and well,
What about when I was cruel to you? After the heist, when I said I would prefer the technocrats took you? Or the only reason I didn't want them to?
that hurt it. A lot. I did.
And then why didn't you want to hurt me back?
What would have come from that? I mean, sure, I was not happy with it. I was sad that you felt that way. But hurting? Like, if I would hurt you back, then you would hurt me back, and then everybody would join in and try to hurt each other, and that would not be a good idea, I think. I wouldn't think of hurting you.
Well, you know, I didn't
No
really
point.
feel like that. You've been nice to me, and I enjoy your company, and you're interesting, and you don't force me to do things I don't want. And I know I reacted badly, and I know I've maybe not been very open.
You are you. That's okay. I am me. We're all what we are. I'm not here trying to change you. I'm just apologizing for what happened. Trying to make up.
Nausica's like, you can tell that Nausica is trying her very best to look like she kind of doesn't care. But yeah, she's not making eye contact. Her body language is clearly kind of very hurt and or very awkward. And yeah, she definitely like has tears in her eyes. People like you and James would be horrible to me my whole life.
You like me?
Called me normal people. People at school, people at university, sometimes people in the street. I hear the hurtful things people say even in the chantry. Boris saying that I look like a boy.
So, it doesn't matter if you look like a boy or not. You look the way you want to look.
I don't want to look like a boy.
No, you don't look like a boy, I think. You look like yourself, I don't care. People always say horrible things to each other. Sometimes it's just teasing, and sometimes it's actually being mean. I don't like either of it.
People say I'm eating unhealthily. People say that I should drink alcohol with them. Boris practically forced me to.
I mean, I do think that you eat unhealthily, but in the end, it's your choice. So I won't tell you that, and I have never told you that.
I know I don't eat the best, but I like it.
So whatever. And as far as the drinking alcohol, I mean, yeah, I drink alcohol. You judge me for it. I would never force you to drink alcohol. I don't think anyone else should.
I don't have any drinks to offer. I have only water in the taps. I've only just moved in.
I'm not thirsty. I don't want anything.
I'm sorry I'm difficult, Ava. I don't mean to be.
And I didn't mean to throw your memories around like that. I didn't even mean to have those memories there at all. Like, that's not my idea what I was trying to do.
The reason I was reluctant to be hypnotized in the first place was that was what I was afraid of. having my card taken down. So I imagine that if that was the effect, it likely comes from my own mind and the fears that I had of the event happening.
Maybe. I don't know. I know I tried to get you back out, and I don't know why you didn't come out, but for what it's worth, like, you did seem less tense. You were more relaxed. I mean, ultimately, that doesn't change the fact that I did want you back out of that. Like, you were literally following everyone's commands. Luckily, they didn't realize that until, and that's when I was just trying to get you back as fast as possible. And I probably acted too fast. I probably didn't think it through enough. I was
You need
trying
to be
to.
careful with magic, Ave. You'll hurt yourself one day.
I mean, I don't. If I hurt myself, that's less bad than hurting someone else.
No,
I
it's
was
not less
trying.
bad.
I was trying to just connect our minds so I would be able to guide your mind back to the surface. Wake you up like that. It just backfired. And it's actually kind of weird, but I think I was you. Or I thought I was you. It's just like my mind is screwed up. But so I remember I was feeling hurt. Like, I thought it was my memories that were thrown around. And then there was someone running towards my room and closing the door right in front of me. And I just wanted to get in
I thought you
because
were
everybody was
mocking
mean
me.
to me.
I thought you were mocking me.
I wasn't.
Nausica kind of like stiffens up a bit. Likely there was some kind of quantum resonance. If you tried to link our minds and you got some backlash from it.
Maybe. If you want to, I can try and get those memories away from, like, James and Julie and myself. It's gonna take some time, though, I think.
I don't see what the point would be.
I don't remember it anymore. At least you.
They're only petty and embarrassing.
It's up to you. I want to work towards fixing my mistake, and if that would be a way to do it, then I will try it.
What about Julie? She hugged me
What?
the other day and said that we were friends whether I liked it or not.
I mean, Julie is Julie. I don't really understand her that well.
But she wasn't mocking me either.
I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't.
I mean when you
It was
hypnotized me.
not. Um, I mean, she came in, and James told her that you were hypnotized, and that he was hypnotized before that. And I was already like trying to get you back out. She did take her phone and started filming. I'm sorry. I told him to stop. James asked you who your favorite person in this country was. You said Lee. And
Nausica goes bright red.
then they asked who your least favorite person in this country was. You said Julie. And all the while,
Sounds accurate.
and I think Julie was filming that. I think that was after that was when I finally got the idea of like linking our minds ready and tried to set that off. I did tell him to stop it. I mean, sure, it's tempting to just ask people questions while they're under hypnosis, but it's not fair.
I suppose that if we are to practice magic, there will be mistakes. And I suppose that sometimes, especially with the sphere of mind, it will be like this.
I guess. I guess with everything we learn or we practice, there are mistakes. Mistakes can happen because we make errors, because we need to practice things. Same as with the hypnotism. I told you guys it was the first time I was trying it on someone else. And James wasn't resisting, so he was easy in that regard because he could let his guard down. But you didn't.
Because I didn't want you to do it.
Then you should have told me so. You told me it was okay. You gave me permission to do this.
I know, because I didn't want to look like I was being unhelpful. But I found it scary.
You should have told me that. It's okay. I would think it was scary if someone did it to me. I would have been okay with it if you would have said no. If you would have said that you didn't like it, or you wouldn't even have needed to give me a reason. You could have just told me no. You know I would never have done that against your will. And although it was a pretty good test to see if I could.
I don't think your failure should make you stop, though. You should try and learn from your failure.
It
And help
wasn't
it to make you better.
wasn't getting you into a trance that was per se the problem. For some reason it went bad when, when we were in it. Look, it doesn't matter where I fucked up. It mattered that I hurt you. And I did not want to do that.
I didn't think you guys would come and find me.
Why wouldn't we?
She just shrugs. I didn't think you think it would be worth the effort.
You're always worth the effort. I would try to find you if the technocracy had taken you.
You shouldn't. That would be foolish.
Well, I think I've proven that foolish is definitely one of the things that I am.
You're not foolish.
Gives you kind of a weak smile.
You're clever and you're creative. And although you don't have a degree in physics, I think you're still very capable. My whole belief centers around the idea that there are things we don't understand, but ultimately everything has an explanation. And despite having a formal scientific explanation, you still clearly understand things that I don't.
Is that food still hot, by the way? I'm really hungry.
Sure. And you bought a lot of it.
That was James. I was wearing sunglasses and sitting in the restaurant as he did that. Finding someone through correspondence is kind of strange, really.
How did you do it? I'd be interested to see how other
I
practitioners do things.
don't think my way would be suited for you. I meditated. I went into, well, you could compare it to a trance, I guess.
You accessed your subconscious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not quite sure if subconscious is the right word for it in the end, but it's what everybody calls it, so yes. And I made sure I had enough references. I actually am wearing one of your t-shirts that you left. She kind of half opens her jacket. And I drank one of your energy drinks, and James had music that, according to him, you listen to a lot. So I just had these things. We were actually in your bedroom, so that the connection would be the biggest, So I had taste, I had sound, I had touch. Basically, everything around me was you. And from there on, I tried to put that feeling out of all the impressions that I had, all my senses being filled with, in sort of a way, the image of you. And I tried to send that out, and then I actually got flashes of where you were. I could see this apartment and the skyscraper. But I kept seeing it because I wanted to make sure that it would last long enough so that, if you were somewhere else and you would move, I would notice it. So as we were going, I kind of kept seeing this. It took a few hours.
It sounds like you use familiar items to create some kind of quantum entanglement or resonance. Pretty clever.
Probably. I mean, the way I feel it's like I used the, subconscious layer of this world to get to the place where your subconscious was. It's like, when you're in dreams and you're walking around, you sometimes just think of something and it happens.
Oscar just shrugs.
That's what I used. And to make sure I would be focused on making sure that in my dream state it would happen. That's why I had all the items.
Sounds like a smart idea.
It's like I said, I don't think it's something that would work for you.
No. We have to channel magic through our will. And to do that, we need to manipulate items and tools and practices that are familiar to us and comfortable with us and that we are capable with.
Yeah. Sorry.
I've embarrassed myself again.
You have not. I have.
I've run away like a child.
I don't think anyone would see you as a child. No one likes, giving your memories willingly is something that you do. You had no choice. Because I took that away from you. So it's perfectly understandable. And I am terribly sorry.
I accept your apology. And I offer one of my own for being cruel before on several occasions.
Thank you.
I've
You really don't need to.
always been comfortable in my own company. And I've always considered friendship to be a distraction and unnecessary. So if I was cruel, I believe it was perhaps that I was trying to push you away.
I mean, I can understand if you don't want to be friends anymore. Well, I mean, or at all. I should say at all. But
Nausicaa's kind of like hands begin to shake a little bit. Since becoming mages, I have seen many things that I've had to confirm are real, that aren't logical, and don't make a whole lot of sense, and that I don't understand. I've seen people turn into birds. I've been teleported. I've seen mind reading and telepathy. So I think if I was going to ignore friendship, that would be willful ignorance, and that is not the act of a good scientist. So I may not understand it, and I may not have wanted it, but I don't think you get to choose whether you're friends or not. I think you just end up being so.
I mean, you can choose to ignore it if you want to. I guess.
I could do. But I can't deny that it exists at all. And I can't deny that maybe I don't want to. I could also deny that I'm a mageling and that I have special powers. That wouldn't make it the truth. And a good scientist always searches for the truth, whether they like the results or not.
So, does that mean you come back?
I've already paid 6 months deposit on this place. But I was going to need a formal residence anyway, if I was going to begin the hedge fund.
Well, if next time I go get horribly drunk again, I'll have a place to crash. She gives a, weak smile. She looks up like the first time since their conversation. She is actually looking up.
Nausica looks at her with a very stern look. Just because you have a potential place to sleep doesn't mean that you should do that again.
It was a joke, Nausica. Sort of.
Oh.
I do agree with James, though. You are better protected in the Chantry than here. I mean,
I don't suppose I can deny that.
if you saw how easily we got past.
Yeah. I must admit I was a little worried that it would be... When the lady said over the phone there's people here to see me, I was worried that it may be them. If they had taken me, though, I wouldn't have let them. I would have taken my own life beforehand. I do not wish to go back to the clinic.
No. Let's not. Let's not talk about that.
Sure. Is James okay? He's been in the toilet a long time.
He hasn't been drinking, as far as I know. But I mean, I don't know how much sleep he got last night. I don't believe I got very little. I'll go check on him.
Do you want to call that scene?
Yep, I think we can call it a scene.
Cool. With that, Nausica will move some stuff in here, but tonight she will actually come back to the Chantry and take back like most of her stuff. And yeah, I think with that we can call that scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching.